Thanks to the GMC AFL. Now, this game, humdinger over at in Sydney. Greater Western Sydney lead by 50 points over the Richmond Footy Club. 9-3-57 Tigers, 1-1-7, 9 minutes into the second quarter.
Gee. Ball back in the middle. Second quarter of round 15 from the Benalla Showgrounds underway. Comes out, chance for Pal. I wasn't Palpatis, he's looking like Lockett. He got a hurried right foot kick towards centre half forward, but Dylan Scoville playing some sort of game at centre half back at the moment for Seymour. Takes a chest mark, comes out wide. Hay will be the recipient, marks it. He's tucked up against the boundary line, and this time Seymour heading to the right of your dial, so he's up against the highway side of the ground is where we broadcast from. They're defending the river end. Down the line he comes, just land attacking side of centre. Over the top, there's a chance for O'Brien for Benalla, but he couldn't mark it. Martinello goes back after it. Will Martinello just dived on it. Hand pass comes out from Charlie. From Morrison, came out the back. Hurried right foot kick forward. It's going to go to left half forward. Actually, it hasn't gone out of bounds. Actually, it stayed in. Billy Cox got it. Actually, on the left foot, he puts it back to centre wing. Probably the last bit it might have went out. Al Jacker at ground level. Can he win it? He goes to ground. Should have been a free kick against Murphy. And Murphy's laid the tackle on, but the umpire said we'll ball it up. And that's what's going to happen at right half forward for Seymour, highway side of the ground. No score in the second quarter yet. It's 2-3. 15 Benalla. They lead Seymour 1-2-8. 1 minute gone.
Knee in the scone there, Jacker. Very stiff.
Second quarter sponsors, Harvey Norman. They're fantastic supporters of country footy. Get in and support them. Shepparton, great sales on across this weekend. Well done, Martin picks up the footy. This looks really promising from the Saints as they go in forward, but not if Scopel has anything to do with it. Picked up now, flicked off the ground. Really well done. Robinson was there, but picked up by O'Keefe. He now switches it out wide. Now Murphy's got it all to do. He's got a one-on-one against Fintan Brazel. Was he handled whilst he didn't have possession of the footy? Gee, it did look as though he did. As a Jack Murphy got the footy, picked it up really skillfully like a drive where the footy gets to Billy Cox. Cox now halfback flank. Sturgis takes the mark and he just settles things down here. Not much movement further afield for Seymour, which is a minor concern. Elects to go short.
Murphy marks now. He puts the ball into the centre corridor and the coach is there to mark it for Seymour in Brent Colbert. Chips it forward. Actually, it's going to be a bad one. Warnock can back and take an easy mark. Top end of the cricket pitch as he kicks to the other end. Attacking 50. Chance there, and Sam Martin takes the mark, goes forward looking for his brother. Good hands. Very good hands. Beautiful pass. Plays on quickly. Runs around and squares it over the right-hand shoulder for the first goal of the second quarter. And Benalla go on to 3-3, 21. And they lead Seymour 1-2-8.
Right, the kick from Colbert, not good enough. Might have been a little bit heavy, the footy, but he tried to pinpoint. He had 2-3. Again, you've got to be able to use the footy. You then go inside 50, potential score. And the turnover is costly again for them. Thanks to Williams, Adams, Ag, Sydney Bridge.
I had a look at the ball at quarter time, boys, and it's not bad at all. They're not going to change the ball. They may at half time, but the umpires were only given one ball for the game. But the ball was quite good. Really, really pleased with the way it was.
And we've got the unique situation here today, this afternoon, boys, where the ball being balled up to the advantage of one particular end here.
Exactly.
So Benalla had that in the first quarter. They've kicked the first goal of it probably against that little bit of an advantage there, but Seymour have it now, and they've got to make use of it. But out of the middle now, they're starting to really get on top. Sam Martin wins a footy and then just kicks it perfectly into the flight path of this bloke who came out looking like the Jetstar red eye of the Tullamarine Airport, and just puts up the two dukes and says, I'll have that one. Thank you very much. Nick Warnock will line up for goal number 2, directly in front. He's kicked one goal so far this afternoon. Such a good kick of the Sharon. This no exception. The umpire barely moves. If he did anything, he went sort of backwards, and it looked like a moonwalker because it's a bit slippery down there in the goal square. But 4 goals, 3-27. Seymour Coal Power must respond now.
It's danger. It's danger signs early, because that there is how they play their footy. Marchbank, and then to the crummers in Martin, who's having an outstanding year, kicks it forward, and Nick Warnock, he's on his game, goal number 34 for the year. He's a very good player on his day, Nick Warnock, and Benalla seem to play better footy for it.
And they haven't done it here either. Someone for Seymour needs to get out the back behind Grenfell because they're coming straight through the middle. They need someone there to stop Benalla doing that. Ball goes back up in the middle. Grenfell against Marchbank. Got the best of it. Got it down to Sturgis. Sturgis forward. Actually to Scopel. Dispossessed of the foot. He should have held onto it. Will Martinello gets it back for the Saints. Left foot. He puts it to the top end of the cricket pitches. Martin there can't pick it up. Can now. It's Martinello. He gets a hand pass back out to Lockhart. He goes forward looking for Spinks. Can't find him. He brings it to the ground. Back out the back's Aljaka. Goes to ground. Sturgis is there with him. Over the top. Goes there looking for Brazel. Can't find it. He gets tackled by Cole. Dumped to the ground. Ball comes out. Still live. Martin. Is it Pal Pratt? Hand pass. Gets it to Spinks. And he said, yes, you can. It's a free kick. It's got to go the way of Andrew Sturgis for Seymour in the back pocket.
He looked like a ballerina and a little girl. Run around that many times there. The umpire just forced to blow the whistle finally. So the free kick will go the way of Sturgis. Disposal number 13 with thanks to AJ's Motorcycles, my favourite number. As a matter of fact, I'm being corrected here. 15 disposed for Sturgis. If you don't mind, we're 5 minutes into the second term, which is with thanks to Harvey Norman Shepherd, and the umpire blows his whistle about 75 out from Benalla's goal, but they are getting smashed around the stoppages at the moment. Seymour absolutely hammered.
Cole gets it this time at ground level. Good work for Martin. Actually, the two boys, they've forced the turnover. Comes back to Sam Martin on the right foot. He puts it inside, attacking 50. Off the ground. Distance. Who was that? Lockett? Was that Lockett or Warnock?
I reckon it was Warnock.
Warnock, was it? He gets his third goal. Wow. They get their fifth. They go to 5-3, 33, 1-2-8 Seymour. Right. And we've played 6.5 first term.
Game right in the balance now. It's that sort of game. Benalla, they just seem to be playing all over the lines at the moment, and the clearances getting absolutely mauled around it. And when your blokes like Martins can get it, Martinello, Marchbank's game so far in the ruck's been not too bad, but they're crummers able to do it very, very goodly. And Warnock, goal number 3 for him, having a great game.
I wonder what it's like as a playing coach when you make such a vital mistake that Brent Colbert did, middle of the ground. He went to go to Meredith about 2 minutes into this term there. It resulted in a turnover goal. Benalla have now kicked another 2. A crucial point, turning point of the game. Greg Shupp, I'll get your thoughts on that in a moment as we continue to call play now in the middle of the ground. Is this an opportunity? Jackson just toe poke it forward to try and gather a little bit of an advantage, and he plays that wet weather footy. Good stuff, young son. Just paddles it forward there. Picked up now the other way. Sam Martin is involved in just about everything at the moment. The kick comes inside 50. It's inaccurate for Seymour. It goes out of bounds on the full, and a free kick will go the way of the Saints. Webster at centre half back now has an absolute paddock in front of him. He can run off it.
No favours.
He kicks it out in the direction of Priest, who's a fair way out of his favourite part of the ground, which is up forward there. Half-back flanker gets the possession. That'll make up for it there a little bit, Brent Colbert. Great effort, and then his second effort's okay as well. Can he hit a target going inside 50? He can't. He turns it over. Paul Pratt finds the safe hands of James Martinello.
Martinello, he'll come out wide here. He'll find Patrick Robinson. He does. Defensive side of centre. Highway side of the ground. Down the line, he'll go to Brazel. He does. Finds him as well. Nick Brazel. He marks just defensive side of centre. 20 metres in from the boundary, so he can go straight down the line and keep it out of the mud. He does. Heads towards Big Marchbank. Puts his hands out in front. Priest off the pack. Takes it. Swoops. Big left foot kick towards Martin. Oh, they're all going to slip over. Billy Cox and Martin. Meredith arrives in the nick of time. Martin gets up, picks it up, swings around on the left foot, puts it down. On the left foot all the way, James Martin. He gets their 6th goal. They go to 6-3, 39. And Seymour 1-2-8. We've played 8 minutes into the second term. Kyle Power.
Again, a goal comes off a turnover, and it was Brent Colbert, unfortunately. Good follow-up work there with the spoil, but then kicked forward. And Braden Grenfell is down forward. They've got to get him in the ruck at the moment, Sharpie, because he's doing absolutely nothing down in that centre or forward square there. And look, geez, they need one here, Jason Welsh, because I tell you what, the game, it's all the Saints at the moment.
31 points is the margin. We've played 9 minutes into the second term. Nobody saw this coming. It's all happening around the stoppages as well. Xavier McMahon wins the footy out. He's handballed. He's turned over. Yet again, they're slaughtering the footy at the moment. The Lions, Meredith Well, he catches one. It was a slips catch, wasn't it? Just held on to it. He tries to generate something back the other way. A bit of interest inside 50 here. The chase is on right now. Benny Clifton almost unsighted all game, almost holding the footy there. He gets a little bit of support now. Comes Jackson, couldn't control the pill. It was picked up by Spinks. He kicked it to the half-forward flank. Now Murphy, he spears one into the direction of no one in particular either. O'Brien picks it up. He handballs it back towards Chrissy Welsh, me cousin. How you going, mate? You're playing okay. You've had one. Picked up now by the umpire. He's found a free kick. It's going the way of the Seymour Lions. And boy, oh boy, Kyle Hollywood Powell, 50 metres, that is ridiculously undisciplined stuff, and Luke Morgan would be absolutely filthy on that.
That is now that kick, just to put it in context, that kick was going to have to travel 45 metres, greater than 45 degrees. Stupid free kick, and now Hockley, is it Hockley or McLean? Hockley gets the goal, and they go to 2-2, 14 Seymour. They trail by 25 points. Benalla 6-3, 39, and would play 10 into the second term.
Just can't be giving away silly. Now, we've noticed that a set shot from that very position, missed. And then you give away silly, undisciplined free kicks. Just don't bother when it's in 30-metre mark. Just don't bother.
Why would you let a team back into the game? You got them on toast and you do something dumb like that in front of the umpire.
It's a coats killer. There's no doubt about that. Luke Morgan's in the box next to me, and I think I can just feel the heat go up about 2 degrees in the box there, just the heat coming off him at the moment. Gregory Sharp.
Marchbank got it out. Murphy tries to soccer it off the ground. Actually went to Colbert. Colbert taps it along the ground. Chance for Sturgis. He's at 17 now. His hand pass, but he goes back and cleans up the mess because he missed the target. Went to Colbert, went to Billy Cox. He'll come off right half back with a kick towards Clifton. He's put it out in front of him. It's rolled end over end. Clifton picks up. Good Shepherd comes in there from Clydesdale. Allows Clifton to get on the left foot. Puts it forward. Ball goes back inside, attacking 50 for Seymour. Chance back there for Marchbank. James Marchbank picks it up now. Gets a hand pass to Morrison. Morrison.
Now that's deliberate.
And the umpire said we're going to have a boundary throw in. Right forward pocket for Seymour. Good pressure.
Yeah, it is. He was facing, well, I don't know.
Who's he going to? Bloke in the grandstand.
I was going to say his teammate sitting in the Honda behind the Quarries and Concrete sign down there.
He played in the under-18s, didn't he?
Yeah, no, I think you're exactly right there. No, not quite sure. It's a very rare occurrence that it's actually paid here. But the kick now, almost an opportunity for a mark there. Couldn't be taken by Jackson. Handball goes back towards Scopel. They're mucking around just a little bit. They try and generate a shot here. Which way will it bounce? It's going to bounce through for a snag. Harry McLean. Your McLean's showing. He turns around with the big juicy smile. Ear to ear, they certainly are right now in the last 2 goals. Well, in succession for the Lions, and that's what we needed. That's what the contest needed. But Hollywood, I just wanted to say, look, 19 points of difference right now. I can see what Seymour are doing. They're trying to be careful with their possession when they get it around that forward 50 arc, lower the eyes and hit up the target. It's not that sort of footy today. You'd rather see that long ball just banged in there like Clifton kicked, that chaos ball there. It's inside, it's around the scoring area. Just create opportunity like that, I think, today.
Just create, because Clifton's been quiet and he's their X factor. Gets them right back into this game. Game on, 19 points.
Palprat comes through at ground level and gets the ball, and gets tackled as well by Brent Lesurf. He's got the job on Palprat. Jeez, I tell you what, his skills are clean in this mud. Is Zach Palprat. Ball goes back up in the middle. Sturgis third man up. Murphy took it off him. When he fisted forward, Meredith got dispossessed of the football by Palprat. Went back to Robinson. Actually finishes up with Morrison. Morrison's going to be pinged for incorrect disposal. Goes the way of Seymour. How the tide has turned since that silly free kick from Scopel. It went to Meredith. Meredith at 50. Puts at the top end of the square.
Every day.
Directly
and you've got to get in front of him. No good playing him from behind. He's too big, too strong, and he's hung on to him, and the umpire was right there, and Grenfell with a chance to bring the score back to 13 points.
I think it's an advantage goal, boys. Don't know who kicked it, advantage goal.
How could it be an advantage goal? Oh, did he handball it off?
He can't, surely, MVD.
Well, they've just paid a goal.
And that's what I do.
Well, they go to 4-2.
10-point ball game.
4-2, 26 plays 6-3, 39.
Righto, Grenfell. Good to see. There's everyone watching. Thanks to William Saddleback.
Yes, just been, please.
Yeah, it was kicked off. It was passed through that tackle, and then it was kicked off the ground. So I couldn't see who kicked it. I'll try and get it for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll take it out for Grenfell, but the ball back in the middle, and just in the blink of an eye, what a turnaround game on clearance. And Sturgis this time, he'll kick it up inside 50. They're right under the pump here, the Saints now. Scobel was involved there. And Clydesdale,
look at the bodies.
He's held the tackle. There's lots around it. Desperate stuff from the Lions. They had to be desperate. 13-point ball game here, 6-3-39. The Saints over the Lions, 9-2-26. We've played 14 minutes second term. Harvey Norman Shepherd.
Ball back up this time in the middle. Actually, it comes down. Yep, chance out the back there for Will Martinello. He can kick it to James. He marks, plays on quickly. Long hand pass. He's got to find James Martin right half forward. Hand pass over the top. He's got to find a teammate there in Brazel. On the right foot, or Colbert's been caught in front of it. Warnock over the back, picks it up. Left foot shot on goal. He's got to go all the way across the goal and go through for a minor score. They move to 6-4-40. They lead Seymour. That's Benalla, 6-4-40. They lead 4-2-26.
Thanks to William Adams. Ag down on the boundary, please, Bridger.
Meredith kicked that goal, boys.
Thank you. Okay, Jake brings it back in. This time it's through
O'Brien.
O'Brien's got it in the back pocket. He got it off Jack Murphy. She's been quiet, O'Brien. The one for Seymour anyway.
Want to be good.
Goes short. Yeah. Ooh, to O'Keefe. Geez, I tell you what, he's been real quiet, hasn't he? I think that's the first time we've seen him near the football. Tips it to Murphy. Now Murphy, the ball's, we've had 2 kicks, haven't gone forward about 1 metre, and they're travelling about 20 wide. Now he plays on Murphy. He's got to go with a long kick this time. In the Xavier McMahon, probably, or the free kick could have went either way, Murphy, and then Martinello. McMahon goes back and gets it to Meredith. Hand pass to the running Cole. He runs to Seymour. Goes on. Oh, the other goal. Just found himself clear. His shot on goals off to the right-hand side for a minor score. They go to 4-3-27 and 6-4-40 Benalla.
How was he on his own, forward 50, that much space, J-Dub? Please tell me.
Well, it was because their ball moved so quickly from the back half there. Beautiful run, great read by Jason Cole there. And he shows us why he's the Morrison medal favourite at the moment. Champagne footy.
Just quickly, what score you got on Sturgis at the moment?
Possession-wise?
Yeah.
Come back to me.
Yeah, you've got to count them.
Is that 18?
We've got a lot.
18. I'm just going to go with that.
18.
Thank you very much.
Chase.
Yep, rare that I'm wrong, MVD. No, it's quite regularly middle of the ground here. The kick from Paul Pratt goes forward, had to be a mark, and that almost 50. Oh, gee, the umpire thought about paying it to Nick Brazel. He probably could have. It was late contact over the shoulder, and then he goes short. What was he doing to Martin? He had McMahon right in front of him. He does well, second effort, just to belt the ball wet footy style. Martin was there. Comes back to Jason Cole now. It was Murphy, rather, as Cole puts his body on the line. They win it back somehow. Al Jacker's got it. Just got hand the ball here. The ball going to be taken out of bounds. Is it by Seymour? They'd like it to be. Because it's looking dangerous. Oh, well done, Brent Colbert. Wins the footy back. This is really hard. This is really tough. This is really exciting footy on the home of it here. 98.5 live and local on 99.3 Benalla Saints FM.
Boundary umpire throws it back in inside attacking 50. McMahon gets Warnock under the ball. Actually, fresh air shot came out. Chance for Waite for Seymour to get it out of defence. Can't. Palprat's there. Gets wrapped up by Benny Clifton.
Jeez, it's been a good standard so far.
From the goal.
Oh, it's been a great standard of real tough, hard footy, hasn't it?
But this is what makes it.
Yeah.
This is what makes it. We've got one side getting a few goals, another side getting a few goals. It's been fantastic. Ball back up. Warnock does the ruck work. Goes the way of Waite. He gets wrapped up in a tackle, a gang tackle. Ball up. Third time it's happened just inside attacking 50 for the Saints.
Yeah, 13 points the difference between these two combatants, playing off effectively for third position here, the all-important coveted one. As the umpire looked as though he was going to play. It would have been a tough call.
Woodsy.
Yeah, he's a fantastic umpire and a really quality bloke off the field as well. As McMahon up in the ruck, tapped it down. Was a deft little touch as well. but really nobody could take clear sort of advantage of it. It comes out the back now. Paul Pratt smart, just off the ground, gains about 20 metres forward here. Was there a push in the back on Brazel? The umpire said no. Brent Colbert there, got to get rid of the footy. He did so as well. O'Brien had it. He kicked it straight down the throat of James Martinello, who's too far out to score, but he holds the footy, and we know he's a pretty good user of it. He looks inboard here, elects to short it over the top. I told you he'd hit a target, and he did. O'Brien for Benalla has taken the mark. I reckon that if you're a tall for Seymour, get back on the line right now. That's exactly where Brent Colbert is, because it's a heavy foot. It's going to be tough to make the distance.
4 marks inside 50 this quarter for Benalla, boys.
Grenfell still forward too.
Tom O'Brien. Chance to, well, stop Seymour's runner scored. Seymour have kicked, 4 goals since, or 3 goals. And in he comes, Tom O'Brien, from about 45 metres. Actually, he's got to travel the distance, or is it just going to fall short? It does. Brent Colbert gets a fist on it and puts it through for a minor score. 6-5-41, plays 4-3-27 in favour of the Benalla Saints. And we've played, what is that, about 19 minutes on that clock up there into the second term. 71 plays 8. Where's that at? Hollywood?
That is at the Giants. 63 points.
Ball comes back in. Hand pass towards Palprat. Missed the target, but he's good enough to pick it up. Geez, I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young bloke's skills in the wet today for Benalla. And he gets wrapped up. Well, this is about our 6th ball up, just inside attacking 50 for the Benalla Saints in the last 5 minutes. 6-5 plays 9. Well, it says 9-3. The scoreboard's wrong. It's 4-3. And it's going to be a free kick.
Benalla or Seymour?
Robbie Newman all over it.
It's got to come back to Big Marchbank.
What does that tap mean when they tap?
He's got control of the game.
Thank you.
Yeah, tells his other mate to go down the ground. Hey, Big Marchbank lurches in and kicks it. Top end of the square. Colbert's there. All drop the mark. Actually, they're going to pay the mark or the free kick out the back of the pack. It's got to, his centre was against Warnock, and it's got to go the way of Dylan Scopel.
So Dylan Scopel has been good for Seymour down back today. It's a tough day to be a defender, because when the ball comes inside 50, it spends a fair bit of time in there. So the pressure really, really builds. So far, Benalla have got the best of it. They lead by 13 points, 14 rather, as the kick now up to centre wing. Cut off again, James Martinello. Gee, he reads it really well, doesn't he? Creates an opportunity here by just putting up into the corridor. Guess who? It's his brother, Will Martinello. He gets it over to Paul Pratt. He's covered in mud. He's really slippery, but he's in and under, and he's tied up. And the umpire says, I'll take the footy off you, young Zach, and I'll throw it up at centre-half forward, true centre-half forward here. Benalla's way.
Wheeler got it off the pack, goes out the back to LeSurf. He's hurried right foot, kick travels to the centre wing. Sturgis in front, actually tunnels the ball out to Hockley. Hockley to Jackson. Jackson spins around, has to kick it around his body. Goes towards Clydesdale at half forward. Spoil came from Marchbank of Benalla. Ball hit the deck. Chance there for Scopel. Laid the tackle on, but it's Al Jacker that picks it up. He got a hand pass inside to a teammate in Welsh. Got it back again, the 1-2. He's missed his target, turned it over. Alex Hay gets it for Seymour. Drives it back long towards Grenfell inside attacking 50. Ball hits the ground. Chance here now for Will Martinello. Got the hand pass out. Didn't go too far though, and ricocheted off feet. Came back into the pack. Umpire's circling. The ball's going nowhere, and the umpire will ball it up. This time just inside attacking 50 for the Seymour Lions. 6-5-41 plays 4-3-27. We've played 22 into the second term.
Don't forget half-time. Michael Van Dorset, City of the Bridge, Asplan, with thanks to HW Greenham & Son, will give us the half-time hack. An important free kick, one for Benalla. It'll go the way of Farron Priest, who's moved on to the ball here. But there's no numbers inside 50. There doesn't need to be, because it's really slow-moving footy at the moment anyway, isn't it? He kicks it, high percentage kick up to tall timber. Marchbank was there. So was Tom O'Brien. Neither of them could take the mark, and you don't blame them. Thanks for that. Far side of the ground here. Up and down it goes. Marchbank. He's winning the ruck contest. Well, not winning. He's dominating the ruck. He's all over Xavier.
Well, we've seen now Grenfell going into the ruck, but it's probably a bit late, Greg Sharp, because the quarter's nearly over.
Quarter is nearly over. 23-minute mark. Umpire got to ball it up. He's got nearly 20 players around this ball up centre wing in front of the netball courts. Up it goes. This time Grenfell against Marchbank. Grenfell got it down. It went to Clifton. Clifton's tackled a mile too high, umpire. And he comes in and he said, we'll ball it up anyway.
I reckon that's the first tap out that Seymour have won this quarter, honestly. And it was right off the back. You called it the start of Grenfell being moved in. Look at that. Again, great use of the body. He wins the tap out. He goes out wide now. Will Martinello read that pretty well.
He was interleague ruckman last year, Jace. Wasn't he? One all in the calculations.
Oh, he would have been in the calculations. I think Holland
certainly was this year.
Maybe they're just leaving Grenfell to give him a rest in this quarter for this third and fourth quarter because he's got to do the bulk of it by himself. Ball comes back down to ground level. Al Jacker got the hand pass out. They work forward. Good mark taken there by Thompson for Benalla. He marks it right half forward, top end of the square. Goes long, puts in that Warnock drifting. Good kick, good lead, good everything. Good mark in the end. Marks 30 out directly in front.
And you know what? Sharpie, Hollywood, MVD, that's undefendable. You cannot defend against that. This is smart footy. It's experience. It's whatever you like to call it. Undefendable in that situation there. Just nothing Seymour could do about that.
Going for number 4, Nick Warnock. Great return on a wet day.
Oh, no doubt, and could be in for a big one if he's able to convert. We spoke to you earlier on about how good a kick of the footy he is. He hooked that one as well. The umpire does a little bit of a dance. This time it's more like the MC Hammer, you can't touch this, over to the side. Can't touch it. That's the song MVD. It gives us just a couple of lines from that, but at the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything other than it's a goal for Warner. Well done. With thanks to Harvey Norman. Second quarter sponsors here, 1FM live and a local on 99.3. Benalla Saints FM, 25 gone. It is a 20-point margin. Looks a little bit better than the 31 that it got out to at some point in time, MVD.
Just with thanks to AJ's couple of team stats, boys. 9 inside 50s to 6 in favour of Benalla and 5 marks inside 50 this quarter to 0. Benalla's way as well.
Yep. Grenfell got it down again. This time it was Martin that sharked it. Got it forward. That was Sam. There you go. Both of them. Palprat was one of them that was in there. Is the only one I could see his number that came out. Goes back to Hay. A hand pass from Meredith. He's on defensive side of centre. He wobbles a mongrel torpedo. Half forward. Hit the ball. Clifton wins it on hands and knees. Umpire said he won the free kick. Clever play. It was against Will Martinello.
Wants to get it moving, not on left.
Have a look at the football. She was nearly black after it came out of that centre, and the kick, I think the kick was the right one. The torpedo took the mud off it. Yeah,
it did, but Grenfell looked up and he goes, nah, not even going to bother putting the jukes up for you. Absolutely impossible, but it's that chaos ball forward again, Kyle Power. It's less clean than what Benalla's movement has been, but they don't have a Nick Warnock inside their forward 50, so they've got to rely a little bit more on the players that are able to work at ground level and create those opportunities.
Ball goes back up, fisted forward. Actually comes out the back. Sturgis again. You can put him down for another one to Wheeler. Hacks it towards full forward, ground level. Clydesdale tried to tap it out. Didn't come out. Now it's James Marchbank. Left foot kick's got to go out on the full. O'Brien to get the free kick for Seymour.
There's a chance here.
About, what is he, 40 metres. Got to come out wide. Meredith, well done. Comes back out to the 50. Opens up the shot. Meredith today, normally Jason, I'd say he'd kick this, but today he's going to probably struggle with the distance, and he does. Misses everything, actually. Out of bounds on the
just top of the square, that, Greg.
Yep.
Correct.
Sharp.
Another one of those mongrel balls, a wobbly one that's got to hit the deck it needed. Yep.
That's all it is. It's just pop it there because, well, no one defensively is going to take the mark. Even they've got the spare back there, it's your spare man is just going to be unable to float across the front of the pack and take that mark. A situation like that, it's going to come to ground every time, and when it comes to ground, you're going to get an opportunity. Well done, Meredith. Now opportunity to make amends there. A poor decision, very rare that we see from the former AFL-listed Sydney Swans player there. Went back towards Cole. He got the chaos ball back forward. Here's Sturgis. He's got a bit of class. What can he do? He handballs it there almost. Clydesdale.
Long call.
Yeah, that was high in the first
instance. Well, I'll tell you what, it looked that to me as well. Recipient of the free kick, boys.
Boy, oh boy.
It comes out wide now. Sam Martin's got it. Left half back. Highway side of the ground. He runs down the wing. Chips it forward neatly. Looking for Martinello. Can't find him. Turned it over. Here's a chance for Seymour to load up and go back the other way through
Reel and go, reel and go.
Got to go over to Clifton, he does. He runs onto it, runs inside 50, up against the boundary line, shot on goal. He's going to drift across the face as the siren sounds. Is it going to be a score, or was it?
Yep.
Yes, it is. It's going to be a score. 4-4, Seymour go on to 4-4, 28 at half-time. They trail Benalla 7-5, 47, gentlemen.
It was only just a miss, wasn't it? Just crept across the face there. That would have been fantastic for Seymour had they been able to get that one just before the major change. A real momentum shifter it would have been, but Benalla effectively played the better footy for most of that quarter and deserved to win. Full credit to Seymour. They fought back really hard when things were looking pretty dire there at one point in game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a 19-point ball game here at the major change. It's Benalla leading 7-5-47 over the Benalla, over the Seymour Lions, 4-4-28.